Hey everyone, welcome back to Gastromania. Today, we are going to be sharing a recipe on tamarind prawns, or locally known as Assam prawns. This dish is Peranakan and has a sweet, tangy flavour that is perfect as a starter dish. Without further ado, let's get right into this recipe. First, for the ingredients, we have prawns. This is about 6 prawns or about 400 grams of them, which is suitable for about 3 people. I'm using the larger types as they look better during the presentation. Next, we have about 40 grams of tamarind paste or Assam paste. This is a type with seeds in the paste and we will have to force the juices out later after adding water. We also have 4 cloves of garlic for aromatics. We also have 1 chilli and some spring onions for garnish. When preparing the prawns, you have to take note of the following steps. The most important one is to cut off the hard spine at the tip of the prawn heads. It can be painful when it stings you when preparing the prawns. Then, we cut off the front legs of the prawns. This will clean up the appearance of it. As well as the smaller legs on the main body. Afterwards, an important detail is to cut open the back of the prawns. This will expose the veins inside the prawns. We will remove the veins with a toothpick. If this step is not done, there will be an earthy taste in the prawns. But if you are not so particular and want to save time, you can actually skip this step. After preparing the prawns, transfer them into a mixing bowl so that we can start the marination. Into the tamarind paste, we will add about 150 ml of warm water to dissolve it. This process will take some time, so we can start to season the prawns first. Add about 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce. Followed by 1 tablespoon of Shaoxing wine to remove the seafood taste. Half a tablespoon of dark soy sauce for colour later on. A dash of white pepper powder. Once the tamarind paste is fully dissolved into the hot water, we will pour it into the prawns but try not to add the seeds into it. Keep the remaining seeds and paste for later use. We will also cut some garlics into slices and then use them for the marination process to make our prawns even more tasty later on. Mix everything evenly. Cling wrap the prawns and then keep it refrigerated for about 1.5 hours to let the flavours completely enter the prawn. Next, we can then start to fry the prawns. Remember to remove them from the fridge about 10 minutes before frying it to let it warm up. At medium heat, we will slowly add the prawns into the pan and then let it slowly fry. This will take about 4 minutes on the first side and about 3 minutes on the second. Do not overdo this, otherwise the overcooked prawns will have a rubbery texture which does not taste too nice. When the prawns curls up into a C shape, that's when we know that the prawns are fully cooked. Remove the prawns and set them aside for later use. Then, we heat up the leftover marinating sauce inside the bowl. Into the remaining seeds, we also add some hot water and mix it up. Pour the tamarind juice into the pan and then heat up the sauce. Once the sauce starts to boil, we can then taste the sauce. Take out some of the sauce and taste it to make sure that it suits your preferences. This is a little sour for my liking, so I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of sugar to make it sweeter. Once the sauce is to your liking, let it boil strongly, and add the prawns into the pan. Mix everything evenly. If you think that the sauce is not dark enough, you can also add about a half tablespoon of dark soy sauce. Now mix everything evenly and then this dish is completed. Serve it in a plate and then garnish the prawns with spring onions and chilies to contrast the dark color. Doesn't it look good? Not only that, it tastes sweet and sour. Absolutely a perfect dish as a starter. Gets everyone's appetite up and is guaranteed to get everyone coming back for more. Try this recipe today. And we've come to the end of this tamarind prawn recipe. If you enjoyed this video, do give us your support by hitting the like button. If you're not subscribed, do consider subscribing to this channel for weekly recipes like this. And I'll catch you in my next video.